माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री श्री गौर निताय की, श्रीनिवास वेंकटेश्वर बालाजी की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समावेत भक्त वृंद की, कलियुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमामो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। नमो महावदल्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Said this verse. ब्रह्मोवाच त्वया मे अपचितिस्तात कल्पिता निर्व्यलीकतः जन्मे संच गृहे वाक्यं भवान् मानदमानयन्। Three devotees can recite. ब्रह्मोवाच त्वया मे अपचितिस्तात जन्मे संजगृहे वाक्यं भवान् मानदमानयन्। ब्रह्मोवाच त्वया मे अपचितिस्तात कल्पिता निर्व्यलीकतः जन्मे संजगृहे वाक्यं भवान् मानदमानयन्। One more. ब्रह्मोवाच त्वया मे अपचितिस्तात कल्पिता निर्व्यलीकतः जन्मे संजगृहे वाक्यं भवान् मानदमानयन्। So this is 3.24.12. Brahma, Lord Brahma, Uvacha, said, Tvaya, by you, me, my, apachitihi, worship, Tata, O son, Kalpita, is accomplished, Nirvyalikataha, without duplicity. Yet, since me, my, Sanjagrihe, have completely accepted Vakyam, instructions. Bhavan, you. Manada, O Kardama, one who offers honor to others. Manayan, respecting. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Lord Brahma said, "My dear son Kardama, since you have completely accepted my instructions without duplicity, showing them proper respect, you have worshipped me properly. Whatever instructions you took from me, you have carried out, and thereby you have honored me." So, 5 qualities Brahma is speaking of Kardama, of a responsible person. If somebody is a responsible devotee, he should show these 5 qualities. What is the first thing he is saying here? If you see, this is the first quality. This is one quality. Apachite means worship. That means one should worship the instructions of the superior. Kalpita. That means one should accomplish the work. One should not tell 100 stories why I could not do the work. Nirvyalikata. Without duplicity, one should do. The third one. Without duplicity, that means one should be simple and not crooked. One should not. Duplicitous actually means cunning or diplomatic. One may escape the service or one may divert it to others, not do oneself. Or one may give some glib excuses which are not valid. Or one may pretend to be a good person, but outwardly, but inwardly may be contemplating something else. And fourth one is sanjagrihe. Fourth quality. Please repeat these words. Apachitihi, worship. Kalpita, accomplished. Nirvyalikataha, without duplicity. Sanjagrihe, have completely accepted. Sanjagrihe vakyam, have completely accepted all instructions. Manayan, respecting. So this is a very important verse. What we are reading, this 3:24. Well, so I'm saving and keeping. Responsibility shloka. So good now, very beautiful verse it is. Now let us see the purport, what Prabhupada says in the purport. Give it to Jimmy Prabhu, give the mic to him, he will read.
Lord Brahma, as the first living entity within the universe, is supposed to be the spiritual master of everyone, and he is also the father, the creator of all beings. Kardama Muni is one of the Prajapatis, or creators of the living entities, and he is also a son of Brahma. Brahma praises Kardama because he carried out the orders of the spiritual master in toto and without cheating. A conditioned soul in the material world has the disqualification of cheating. He has 4 disqualifications. He is sure to commit mistakes. He is sure to be illusioned. He is prone to cheat others. and his senses are imperfect. But if one carries out the order of the spiritual master by disciplic succession, or the parampara system, he overcomes the four defects. Therefore, knowledge received from the bona fide spiritual master is not cheating. Any other knowledge which is manufactured by the conditioned soul is cheating only. Brahma knew well that Kardama Muni exactly carried out the instructions received from him, that he actually honored his spiritual master. To honor the spiritual master means to carry out his instructions word for word.
Beautiful, very beautiful purport. So, in essence, what Srila Prabhupada is saying here, one should first of all hear the knowledge in Guru Parampara and take instructions from a spiritual master, and word for word one should try to execute his instructions without any duplicity. And one should surpass the four defects by not applying one's material intelligence, but by applying the spiritual intelligence received in the Guru Parampara. Because we have our own conceptions, perceptions, ideas, notions, and also many false informations we have received from the material sources in the past. They all are occupying our head, and they are contaminated by the four defects. But now we are receiving the knowledge in Guru Parampara, which is completely pure, sublime, like Ganga. It is very special. So we are receiving in Guru Parampara, and we also have our old stuff. So we have to throw away our old stuff and fill up our head with this. Therefore we say Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chetete Koriya Kya Arana Koriho Mane. So one may sometimes not be able to understand or appreciate the instructions coming in Guru Parampara due to one's own conditionings, one's own limitations. Therefore, one should not try to apply material logic on a spiritual truth. For example, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in Chaitanya Charitamrita you will read, do not think that this simple process of chanting and dancing, how it can serve the ultimate purpose of religion. It looks deceptively simple, the path of Bhakti Yoga, isn't it? Simply chant, dance and feast, and then you go back to Godhead. Prabhupada said, he popped a gulab jamun in the mouth and said, I can eat my way back to Godhead. He said, it looks very simple. And how is it so simple? The one main factor people don't consider is the faith. So when it is done with faith, even the simple practices can produce enormous results. And jnanis and yogis are weak in that sense. They don't have that type of full faith in the Lord and the shelter of the Lord in Bhakti Yoga process. Therefore, those guys have to slog hard on their own, by their own strength. Whereas a bhakta has a big plus point of having firm faith in Guru and Krishna. Yasya deve para bhaktir yata deve tata guru tasyaite katita hiyarta prakashante mahatmanah. So, if one strictly abides by the instructions of Guru and Krishna, then you will see that everything that the devotee needs for executing those instructions will be supplied by Guru and Krishna. You will see that. For example, simple example I'll tell you. Say one of you joined a company. From Pune, you are sent to another place, another city. Say you have to go to Bangalore or you have to go to Chennai, somewhere. And you have to execute certain things on behalf of your company, correct now? If you are going to work for the company and follow the instructions of your boss, will the company provide you everything or not? They'll provide you accommodation. They'll arrange a hotel for you to stay and eat your food. And then they will also arrange a vehicle for you to move around, to meet the customers. And then they will also recommend you with a letter to the person whom you are going to meet to do the work. Everything is done by the company. You just need to do the work, correct now? Not only that, when you do the work like that, once you did, twice you did, thrice you did, and you bring profits to the company. Company is silently watching what this fellow is doing in the last 3, 4, 5 years. And if they see that you have brought enormous profits to the company, then the company makes a plan. Now we are going to send a few of our men to Germany. For what? Some 1-year training. So they will send you, and then you have to give a bond that once I take the training and come, then I will stay with your company for next 10 years or something. Correct, no? Take a bond. Now, why everybody is not sent to Germany? Only 5 are sent, and your name is there in that, because company has earned a trust. Earned the trust that you are a good fellow and you are faithful, you are loyal, you are hardworking, you align with what is told, and you are responsible. Correct, no? Uh, and then you go and come back, and then when you return back after the Germany, then you are given a promotion also. Correct, no? Okay, from this position you are given a promotion now, and the salary pack is increased. They give you free accommodation in the quarters or something, and many things they provide like that. So facilities are provided, amenities are provided, salary is provided. So, uh, and in this way you will find then you grow in your career without even you are worrying too much about it. You grow, and then over a period of time you will see they will give you initially they make you a team lead, then they make you a project manager, then they give you a whole unit. You become a unit head. Correct, no? So unit head requires intelligence also, but if he has character also, intelligence and loyalty, and he has a track record of producing good results. Correct, no? And then he is given bigger place to influence, and bigger number of people under him, bigger amount of money to have process. On the other hand, you see another fellow, you give him something, he creates a messy situation. You give him this much area to handle. You know, there he took so many loans, and you know, he's in the midst of big amount of loan which has taken from different people, and he produced loss there, and he has become lethargic. He has become a victim of Maya also, and all the people below him are uninspired by him, and doesn't set a good example. He has weakness of the senses. He overeats, he oversleeps, and he's lethargic and misbehaving with women and mishandling money, and creates a messy situation. Only thing that remains to be done is he has to be thrown out. That's all. Correct, no? And such things have happened also in the past. So it's not a very difficult subject to understand. These 5 things, that's why he is saying, let us see each of those 5 items. See, apachiti means if any superior, your authority, gives you a service, the first thing is we have to worship that service. What is the meaning of worshipping? Worship requires attentiveness. Like you are attentive to the instruction, you don't forget it. It's always in the back of your mind. I have been told to do this, I should do this faithfully, and I have to produce the results and show it. So, something which you keep in your mind always is actually what you worship. Like we worship Radheshyamdas in the morning, but in the daytime we carry them with us wherever we go. And you keep them, put them on a very high pedestal. Similarly, you see the deities are in the center and people to pradakshina, circumambulate, correct? No? Why we circumambulate? We are telling the deities that you are the center of my life, and my life is revolving around you, and I have nothing else more important than you. You are the most important person. On the other hand, some fellows who are not devotees, they are revolving around girls, correct? No? Rotating around. They will go to meet her, they will bring saris for her, they will bring ice cream for her, they will bring a flower for her, isn't it? They will take her to movie. Whatever she says, they will go around and round. I am your servant, I am your servant. Correct, no? I can see. And some people are revolving around a company. You've seen that? Isn't it? Me and my company. You will find even on Saturday, Sunday, they will go to company. Daily also they will come at 11 o'clock from company. You will see that. And they will be meditating on the company. In the morning, as soon as they get up, they will open the laptop and start the work. Early morning, you find them. They have not even brushed their teeth, they have not even taken bath. Company. They have breathing company. Night, you pinch them, get up, they'll talk something about company. You will see that. So they are revolving around company, you will see that. Company is their life. So everybody has something in their life to orbit around. Some people are doing social service also like that. For them, social service is everything. For some people, Desh Bhakti is everything. Correct, no? For some people, their own jati is everything. Everybody has something to rotate around. So when you are taking Guru's instructions as all important, you are revolving around it. Guru has told me this is what I will do. I will not do anything else. Whatever he has told me to do, whatever will please him, that will be my life and soul. Keep it on the highest pedestal in your heart. That is the meaning of worship. Then second thing is kalpita, means accomplish. One should accomplish the task given. Like one time, uh, one temple president told Prabhupada, Prabhupada, all the devotees are putting their unwashed plates in the sink and they just wash their hands and go away. Prabhupada said, no, I told them a couple of days ago, Prabhupada had told in one of the lectures that all devotees after eating prasad should wash their own plates and keep it in their rack. And then so that the sink will be clean. So Prabhupada said, already I have told in one of the talks when I told them that they should do that. And the president said, Prabhupada, still they are not obeying what I should do. He asked. Prabhupada said, the spiritual masters, one instruction is good enough. If somebody doesn't have the determination to follow it, he is just an animal, he said. If you don't have the determination. So it's not that Guru has to take a stick and chase after you. I told you, are you doing? Once told, one has to just stick to that, that's all. What to speak of sticking to Guru's instruction? One should even stick to Guru's desire. If Guru doesn't fully express it, it is in his heart. He is hesitantly saying part of it. One should be able to understand what he wishes me to do. And that much one should be faithful, it is said. So that is the meaning of apachiti, worship. And kalpita means accomplish the goal. Accomplish means what? There are many people in this world who will not complete the work on time as they promised. They will not keep the delivery promise. And they will give excuses for that. If you ask, Prabhu, the rains were very heavy last 3 days. Okay, rains were heavy. What about this work? And I couldn't go out. It's not the rain is coming all day. Whenever the rain is not coming, you should go out and do the work and come. Some reason they will give. So they are called storytelling managers, we call them. What manager? Yeah, they will tell you nice stories why the work is not done. Actually, you will see Hanuman is such a powerful accomplisher of tasks. When he was told Lakshman is fallen unconscious, the Vaidya or the doctor told him, I want a Sanjeevani, a medicinal herb. Please go to the Himalayan mountains and bring it. So Hanuman flew. On the way, many, many obstacles came to him. There was one Brahmana who invited him to eat fruits. Hanuman said, give me the fruits, I am taking it and flying. But that fellow insisted, please come down and eat and go. So Hanuman came down. And then Hanuman said, give me the fruits quickly. And the Brahman said, no, you should take a bath in that lake and come back. Then I'll give you the fruits. Hanuman said, why are you wasting my time? Okay, let me go. Quickly he went to take a bath. And as soon as he entered the water, one crocodile caught hold of his leg. Hanuman was shocked. What is this danger here? Immediately he broke open the mouth of the crocodile. While dying, the crocodile changed into a Rakshasa, a demon. And Hanuman understood, oh, this is a great demon. And the demon died. When then Hanuman washed his leg and took a bath again. And then when he came to the hut, that Brahmana who had invited him for eating fruits, he changed to another Rakshasa, another demon. And he attacked Hanuman. And Hanuman finished him also. And then Hanuman, what to speak of accepting fruits? You have to finish 2 fellows and go up again in the air. Hanuman understood these fellows are all Ravana's henchmen who are trying to divert my attention. Similarly, whenever you go to do some task given to you, there will always be some obstacles. You will see that. Something will distract you. So there is a tendency to get distracted by something. You go to do one thing, but you get distracted by another thing. Like you are opening the computer to do something education related, to study something. A pop-up comes, you click it, and you get distracted immediately. You go somewhere else. Hanuman was not at all distracted. He went ahead. And then when he went to the Sanjeevani mountain, a lot of herbs were there, but particular Sanjeevani couldn't be detected. He went up, down, everywhere, all around he searched, he couldn't find, because that Ravana's demons, they had hidden it in such a way that Hanuman cannot find it. Because Ravana's idea was Lakshman should not wake up, correct now? So Hanuman thought, what should be done? So he cut the mountain and then took the whole mountain and he flew back and he brought it to Lanka. And Vaidyaji found out the Sanjivani. After that was administered, Lakshman got up. And Hanuman thought, you should not steal anything from anybody. So again he flew back and put back the mountain. Same place from where he took. This is the meaning of accomplishing. Accomplishing means like sometimes what happens, you ask a devotee, Prabhuji, can I take, the chair from your room? In my room, some few of my friends have come. Can I take it? You say yes. And then he takes your chair and one more chair from another room, 3, 4 chairs, and he takes to his room. And after his friends go away, he doesn't give back the chairs. 3, 4 days, he will keep it. Until the other people will come to him and ask him, Prabhu, you took chair from my room. When are you intending to give it back? He said, no, Prabhuji, it's here only. If you want, you can take it. You understand? That means, as long as my work is over, I don't care for others. So then it's not a complete job. Complete job means what? You wanted the chair, you took it. As soon as the business is over, you should go and give it back. And also say, thank you. Then it is full job done, correct? No? So many people actually don't accomplish the full task when they do things. Hanuman was very smart. Accomplished it till the end, whatever is to be done. Like, one devotee went to the kitchen. He had to go for a university program, a college program. He has to go. He went to the kitchen quickly. He had to he had to cook something. Cut some vegetables and did some cooking, everything. A couple of hours he did that. And then offered it. And then put everything in a box. Now it's getting late for the college. I have to rush now. He took it and he left. So the next devotee who came to kitchen, he saw everything was shabby. And he had taken many things from the cupboard. Everything is open. Vegetables are cut and it's put here. It's table is unwashed. So that devotee is a tolerant devotee. So he cleansed the place. That cleaning took him another 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. He did that. But the same thing when he repeated 3, 4, 5 times, then complaint went to the top. Manager said, this fellow, every time he leaves, whenever he cooks, he leaves things in a mess. So here is an example of somebody who does service in an incomplete way, correct, no? So when he is caught, then he is saying, Prabhu, don't you see how my life is busy? Okay, life is not only busy for you, sir. Life is busy for everyone. Like one devotee in the railway station, there were 200 people standing in a queue. He saw the queue and he thought, my lord, it is too long. I have to wait. So directly he went to the counter. He thought, I am a devotee wearing dhoti kurta. Nobody will say anything. He thought. As soon as he went to the counter, everybody, people shouted, you seen that. And then one of them really literally shouted, hey, we people are standing in the queue. Why do you go in between? Go behind, he said. And then he said, no, I wanted to save some time. I am a little bit in a hurry, he said. And they said, what about us? Do you think we have extra time? Our life is also busy. Go behind. So earned a bad name. Correct, no? So some people are too selfish. They do their own things and they don't complete the task, which will be properly done. So anything you do, you have to do it properly. That is meaning of accomplished. And nirvelikata means without duplicity. So duplicity means speaking lies, or duplicity also means, little shrewd to escape the service. Escaping service means escaping mercy, isn't it? Actually, if somebody does ad hoc service, voluntary service, which is not in the schedule, unscheduled service, they get extra mercy. Do you know that? But most people hate unscheduled service, correct? No? They will say, Prabhuji, my name is not in the schedule. And the manager will say, I know that. That's why I'm coming and requesting you. Otherwise, why will I request? If it is scheduled in your name, you are anyway supposed to do. But if it is not in the schedule, I'm coming and requesting you. There's no one else available to do it. If you do it. So, in this way, duplicity means making a plan to escape the service, or not presenting the truth properly, speaking lies. Like somebody may say, Prabhuji, I have exam, I have to study. But if you find out actually there will be no exam. But later on you catch him and say, hey, I heard there was no exam. No, Prabhuji, exam is 2 weeks later, but I thought it is tomorrow. So this is all duplicity, correct? Na? That kind of thing. And fourth one, sanjagrihe, means accepting the instructions completely, not half-heartedly. Like, what is the meaning of half-hearted instruction? Like your manager is announcing, Prabhus, please all of you come to kitchen. After the big festival feast we cooked yesterday, all vessels are lying. You clean all the vessels and take 2 gulab jamuns and go. So he didn't hear the first part. Only the last part he heard. What is that, Prabhuji? 2 gulab jamuns, where is it kept? No. Sure, I will come for taking gulab jamuns. But he will not do the service. That means he doesn't fully accept the instruction given. Actually, who deserves the gulab jamuns? One who washes. So he will not accept that part. That is painful part. He will accept the last part, which is the enjoyable part. This is called selective listening. He does only selective listening. And then you ask him, hey, you directly came for gulab jamun. Why you didn't come for washing? Prabhuji, I didn't hear well. I didn't. They were saying something. I didn't hear it. Only when the word gulab jamun comes, I woke up. Correct? No? It's like. But sanjagriha means accepting the instructions completely. Accepting instructions completely. Like, for example, Madhavendra Puri was told by Lord Gopal, go to Nilachal, Jagannath Puri. 1,000 miles he walked. There you get the sandalwood. And then bring it to me and apply chandan all over my body. It's very hot for me in summer. So he agreed to bring it. So he went 1,000 miles and got the chandan. On the way back when he was coming, Lord told him at Ramana, you don't have to bring it to Vrindavan. You hand it all over to Brahmanas in Ramana. Let them apply for Gopinath. Applying on Gopinath and applying on me is the same. There's no problem. So then it was applied for Gopinath. Exactly he did what the Lord told him. Lord told him, I am in the bushes, take me out. So he arranged to take out. Lord said, put me on the top of Govardhan. He arranged a temple for him on the top of Govardhan. And then Lord wanted to be worshipped. So he worshipped him with Abhishekam and Annakut festival, Govardhan, Annakut festival. So these are all actually faithful servants. They will never be lethargic. They will accomplish the task that Lord has asked them to do. And they completely accepted Sanjagrihe. Similarly, our Srila Prabhupada, he was told by his spiritual master, 2 instructions he gave him. If you ever get money, print books. And Prabhupada started BBT. And his Guru, one more instruction Guru gave orally in 1922, again in 1933, and 1936. 3 times Guru repeated the same instruction in different, it may be worded differently, but the same instruction. Why don't you go to the Western world and propagate this message in the English language? And he told him, you can turn out yourself into a very good English preacher. You present it very nicely, you should do that. So Prabhupada took it to his heart. And for fulfilling that instruction, he started ISKCON society. See, what a big way he did. You can see that, how he fulfilled the instructions. In this way, he completely accepted the Guru's instruction and faithfully followed it. His Guru told, form a JBC. He found a JBC. So his Guru himself was inspired by printing books and distributing. Prabhupada did that also. Very attentive to. And then when he went to the West in the ship, when he was reaching the Boston harbor, he wrote a poem and he was remembering his spiritual master. He said, my spiritual master's desires will be accomplished very soon. In every land, in water, in sky, everywhere the holy name will be resounded. And that will please the heart of my spiritual master, he said. So my Guru expects me that this knowledge spreads to many, many people. And I will become an instrument in his hand. And one day in New York, when Prabhupada saw, it was I think 67 or 68, I think, he got a very severe chest pain. His body became very sick. And he could not tolerate it. It was very painful for him. So he told the devotees, take me to the place. So they took him to the temple. And there was a large picture of Bhaksan Saraswati Thakur. And Prabhupada fell flat on the ground, offering obeisances to Guru. And then he got up and sat on his knees and then told his Guru, Guru Maharaj, you told me to accomplish so many things in the West, but I have not yet done them. So do you want to call me back or you want me to continue? The choice is yours. You decide. It seems to me, I don't know whether I will live a little more longer to do the work or I have to leave the body now. So he's speaking to the picture of his spiritual master. So you can see that in this way, how much he was accountable to Guru, even in the absence of Guru, because his Guru passed away in 1936. And Prabhupada was in West in 1965-66. How many years later? 30 years later. But you can see that he was speaking to him. He could see the presence of Guru, in simply watching that photo. You can see that. So, in this way, without any duplicity, faithfully he tried to execute, and therefore everything came out very well. So, accepting the instructions completely. And manayan means respecting. If you respect Guru or the superiors, then you will respect their instructions also. Then only it's possible. So,
worlds, both spiritual and mundane. Ha! Everything rests in me, Arjun, just as you see pearls hang upon a thread.
So Lord Krishna expands himself as Mahavishnu and creates the material worlds, millions of universes. And in each universe, he expands as Garbhadaksha Vishnu further, isn't it? And then from his navel comes Brahma. And when Brahma is born, Brahma finds everything enveloped by darkness. You can't see anything at all. Then he comes down the stem to the navel of Vishnu. Still he can't see anything. How amazing it is, isn't it? And then again Brahma goes up the stem and sits in the lotus. And he's wondering, what I should do now? Who am I? Why am I born? Why this world is pitch dark? Is there any goal of life, meaning of life? At that time he hears two syllables. Ta, pa. Perform meditation. And how to perform meditation also was taught to him in the heart by Lord Vishnu. That you have to chant the Kama Gayatri mantra, one of the 7 mantras which we chant, Brahmanas chant. So he gave him the mantra through his flute, Krishna gave him. So after receiving that mantra, Brahma sat and repeated the mantra over and over again for a long period of time.
Om Shri Vishnave cha vidmahe Vasudevaya dhimahi Tanno Vishnu prachodayat. Om Shri Vishnave cha vidmahe Vasudevaya dhimahi.
In this way, Brahma meditated on Vishnu. Then he got enlightenment. After that, when he became enlightened one, he got four special fruits of his austerity. So Lord Vishnu showed his lotus feet. Lord showed his pitambar dhoti and jeweled belt and Kaustuva jewel in the chest and 4 blue arms with the Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, everything, and helmet, mukut and kundal, bluish, beautiful form. Lord smiled at Brahma and then shook his hands. So Lord gave appreciation. That's the first thing. After that, all the managers shake the hands of their employees. You ask manager, why are you shaking? They don't know. But devotees know. The reference is in Bhagavatam that Lord shook the hands. Therefore we shake. Correct, no? The first handshake of the universe is done by Lord Vishnu to Brahma. So Vishnu caught the hands of Brahma and shook like this. So in this way he gave him appreciation in the beginning itself for his penances. And he also told him, because you have become qualified now as my good son, I am going to reveal the spiritual world to you. So he gave revelation. So in the Vaikuntha planets, Brahma was given an entry into the Vaikuntha planets visually. So he saw all the Vaikuntha vases playing they were all flying in the planes. There were also men, there were also women. Men were having 4 hands, similar to Lord Vishnu. And the place was so beautiful. All living beings were all auspicious and pure-hearted, free from any material motivations. They were all non-envious. They were friendly with one another, accepting everyone else as their master, and always bustling with activity, services in the spiritual world. Everything was effulgent. So when Lord Vishnu showed that, Brahma was deeply touched by the spiritual vision that he received. So he got appreciation, he got revelation. And then Lord told him that I will give you a responsible position as the father of the whole universe. Now I am going to instruct you to do the secondary creation, which is called Visarga. So Lord gave him a very big responsibility. And Lord also told him two responsibilities. One is to do secondary creation and also hand over the Vedas, Vedic education to the people in Guru Parampara. You will be the first Guru. And these two things Lord told him, responsible position. And then Lord asked him, now you tell me, Brahma, would you like to have any benediction from me? I am ready to provide you. So Brahma asked for 4 benedictions. So the first he told, my dear Lord, I don't know the instruction that you are giving me to do the secondary creation. I don't know how to do that. Please give me guidance. I need little more, more clear guidance on how do I begin doing that. I need guidance and directions and your instructions. Lord said that you don't have to worry at all. If you simply surrender to me, I will reveal everything to you. I will provide you all facilities. Like for example, any work you do, there are 3 steps in that. For example, the leader has something in his mind. The idea comes from the leader's mind. Then he calls the manager and he tells the manager, this is the idea I have. I want to do this, see this happen. Then the manager translates the idea into a blueprint and shows the leader, is this what you want? Leader says, not this, not this. Yes, this is correct, this is correct. And then he tells him to modify it. So the manager modifies it and then polishes it. The blueprint is ready now. Then the people will be called and meeting will be taken. You will tell the manager, take meeting and hand this over down to the people below. And then they will engage their hands, legs in executing that instruction. So 3 stages. So the original thought or the idea is like there in the Lord's head. He knows what is Brahminical culture. Lord knows that. Vedic culture, Brahminical culture. And then he tells Brahma, this is how the world should be. This world should be conducted. Like you remember I told you once, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Anybody remembers that? For Brahminical culture. A means absolute truth should be worshipped. B means the Brahmanas or the teachers of the Vedic wisdom should be respected and followed. C is for the cow protection. D for demigods who are supplying water, heat, light, wind, everything. They should be propitiated also. And E for etiquettes and behavior. All people should know how to deal with seniors, equals, juniors, how man should deal with women, how should we deal with nature, environment, how should we deal with animals, all these things, dealings, etiquettes and dealings. And F means people should be taught in any type of danger, flee to the lotus feet of the Lord. That should be taught. Don't try to sort out things on your own. You go to the Lord's guidance. F and G for goodness. Mode of goodness lifestyle. And H for holy name. So you all will remember this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So Lord gave him, this idea originally came from who? Lord himself. Lord only gave, this is Brahminical culture. Lord gives ideas to Brahma and then Brahma got that sound vibration guidance from the Lord. And then Brahma, similarly, Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye Mukhyanti Asura. So Lord gave to Adi Kavi Brahma. And then that Adi Kavi Brahma is handing it over to Narada. Then Vyasa is coming down in the line like that. So Lord told him, okay, the education and training, you don't worry. I will give all the scripts for the same, he said. Then he said, I am also worried that I may, in the course of my creation that you are telling me to do, I may get lost or I may get polluted by some bad association I may get from some of the creatures I may create. So what do I do? Lord said, if you remember me, you will never get polluted. Always remember me, the Lord said. Because in the course of Brahma's creation, there were divine personalities, there were demoniac personalities also came. Like the ghosts and there were also vicious living entities also came out, the creation. So like in our preaching also, sometimes very good boys come out, sometimes bad boys also come, correct, no? And they may bring very dirty information to get some counseling from you. By hearing that leelas, your head will be spinning, huh? Correct, no? They pollute you and go away also, huh? They don't become serious also sometimes, huh? So sometimes in our preaching we encounter, fair weather, foul weather. So therefore, you have to always remember the Lord in the background. So see, he said, these are the four things he asked. I may never get influenced by demoniac species. To forget you, let me not become influenced by them. Then he said, please guide me in how to do creation. And also he said, please bless me that I can educate people and handle the Vedas properly. He asked. And fourthly, he said, bless me that I don't get proud. Like that he said, Brahma. These are the four things he asked. And then Lord Vishnu told him, you don't have to do anything. Just remember me. If you forget me, then only these problems will arise. As long as you are in touch with me, that means being in touch with Lord means being in touch with devotees. Not going away from devotees. Staying with devotees. Anybody who want to fall down from Maya, they go away from devotees. Because you need to be away from devotees. Otherwise, they won't allow you if you are with devotees. You try to fall down in the midst of devotees, they'll catch you, they will not leave you. Therefore, a person generally what he does, he makes a plan. I will give some excuse and I will leave the association. Once I go alone, then I can do what I want. Correct, no? That is a plan. The living at cunningly, he makes a plan. That plan, it's like, digging our own grave. It's like that. Correct, no? Therefore, even if you are not in a good shape also, in fact, if you are not in good shape, you have to be all the more with the devotees. Correct, no? Then only we are safe. Otherwise, we can get into trouble. We can, because Krishna says, Mama Maya. So in this way, Brahma offered prayer and Lord Vishnu fulfilled that. So Brahma is also a very good son of the Lord. Lord was very pleased with Brahma because so Lord gave him the body of intelligence. And Lord gave him such big responsibilities of handing over the Vedas, and doing the secondary creation, so many things. Okay, any questions? 5 minutes. I spoke many things, many examples for responsibility. Yeah. Any questions or comments? So you will see when see, yeah, just 1 minute. See this one. See Brahma is in action. Brahma in action now. Yeah. Creating all the species, creating Sarigama Padanisa from the mouth, and there are different type of species he's creating. Yeah. In this way, Brahma became a good son of the Lord. You see. Okay. As what was your question?
Sometimes we want to be responsible, but there is an ideological difference in what superior is telling. What is, I may want to do certain things in a particular way, and superior wants in another way. And somehow I am convinced of that this is the way it should be done.
Then one has to express to the superior and get a clarification. Prabhu, I thought instead of that way, I wanted to adopt this way. What do you think? Is it a good one? Superior says, no. You are a little immature. You have not considered all the factors into consideration. So now you won't understand why am I telling you to do this, but what I am saying is best for you. Later on, you will realize it yourself. So do what I said, he says. Then what we should do? Just do what he said. Huh? And then put aside our idea. So we can bring our opinion in a detached spirit. That's what we should do. So even all of you students, when I'm talking about responsibility, one responsibility you have is for your studies. Correct, no? Huh? If you do your studies well, get good marks and good rank and everything, parents give you a lot of freedom for you. Correct, no? They feel that my son is a responsible boy. I don't have to worry. Similarly, when you go home, you prove that you are responsible by being good to your parents, good to your brother, sister. Talk to them nicely. Don't quarrel with them. Don't fight with them. Assist them and be mature. You lend your ears to hear out what mother, father have got to say, even though they may talk materialistic things. Correct, no? So then they feel our son is a mature boy. Huh? Jai Shri Radha Ramachandra ki jai. Our son is a mature boy. But if you don't lend your ears, you become quarrelsome, and they will say, this Hare Krishna people have spoiled my son, they will say. And they won't blame you, they'll blame Hare Krishna devotees. Correct, no? But if you behave maturely, responsibly, then they will say, oh, our son is such a good boy. He comes to kitchen and cuts sabji, and he goes with the father to the business and sits in the shop and talks to the father. He's so mature. Like one family, they were telling, the youngest son became devotee. And he has got 3 brothers and 4 sisters. Big family it is. The youngest boy became. So all of them said, when he joined Hare Krishna as a brahmachari, he joined. They said, he is like a father of our father also, they said. He is such a mature person. Even his mother and father, when they quarrel, they take guidance from him. you know, you know, they both will come to complain to him. Mother will say, see, your father is saying like that. Father will say, see, mother is saying. Even they need his guidance. And he will be sitting very maturely and guiding them. And he's the last son in the family. Can you imagine? So, and all other brothers, sisters, in their own personal life, they have so many problems. They will come and open their heart and take help from him. So when he joined, they all cried. They said, see, our most important member of the family, we are losing. And then the devotees in the temple told him, no, it's not like that. He will always be available for you. Visit your home. You can visit him. But they all became devotees because, one mature, good devotee who behaves responsibly can make so many devotees. They can make. And irresponsible people only create a mess and cause nuisance to everybody, you see. So in your studies, in your dealings with parents and friends and relatives, in your fulfillment of your spiritual responsibilities like chanting and morning program, studying Prabhupada books, hearing lectures, and also doing all your sadhana, everything nicely, and also going out of the way to preach and bring new people and sheltering them very maturely, nicely. So many of the devotees sitting here have got prizes for that because they have done faithfully over many, many years they have done. So responsible people are very beautiful. Therefore, there's a saying, dutiful people are beautiful, it is said. Yeah. But somebody is not dutiful, they are irresponsible. People are like ugly duckling. They are like that. So we want to be responsible. So I have to go to the temple now. His Holiness Bhakti Prem Maharaj is giving a lecture in Camp Temple. We're leaving for that. Srila Prabhupada ki और भक्त वृंदा की